Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, June 15, 2023. Today, your strength shines brightly, captivating those around you. Your polite, gentle, and peaceful nature is the source of this radiant energy. You possess a unique beauty that often goes unnoticed or underappreciated. Instead of waiting for others to take the lead, consider being the instigator today. The world is in your hands, waiting for your influence. After the recent chaos, take pleasure in embracing a day of relaxation. You may feel a hint of exhaustion and a need to recharge your batteries. Spending time with family members will bring you joy as you engage in simple conversations and shared meals. Being in the presence of loved ones allows you to tap into their energy, which you may have been isolated from too often despite their care for you. Contemplate planning a personal journey that allows you to escape your current reality and explore a completely different way of life. Embrace your emotions with courage and nurture your feminine side. It's possible that your work and the remarkable energy you contribute to the group aren't fully appreciated. Prioritize self-care by granting your body and spirit the rest they deserve. In your professional life, you have sensed an acceleration in recent months. Perhaps projects you initiated have progressed more rapidly than expected, potentially even becoming overwhelming. Now, you question whether all this additional work is truly financially worthwhile. A naturally harmonious atmosphere exists between you and your private sphere. You are increasingly at the center of things and are an important person of reference, which could place extra burdens on you. You have an abundance of energy, for yourself, your family and friends, and are strong, calm and harmonious, strengthening family bonds. You can be sure that your loved ones will return your support when you need it. Your to-do list might be out of control, especially if it's all in your head. Toss it and write down a new one, focusing on the stuff that is vital to your well-being or creative persona. You encourage others to be as enthusiastic about life as you are. Your fresh approach, combined with a laid-back attitude, is bewitching for potential dates. Be careful when faced with choices, to ask yourself how serious this person's interest is in you. A short flirtation or the start of a more serious relationship. Have you been thinking about writing an article of some sort, perhaps involving travel or a fascinating new field? If so, you might want to start it today. Your creative juices are flowing freely, your mind is especially sharp, your energy is high, and insights should be popping into your head one after the other. Sit down in front of that computer and get going. Don't let today's energies pass you by. This is sure to be a great day for you. With all the action going on around you on this day, you may need to stop once in a while to catch your breath. New beginnings and opportunities abound, and with your magnetic personality, 3, you can hardly lose. Make sure to keep yourself in balance, because at such a heightened time of renewal, it is easy to bite off more than you can chew. Start the day off with a plan. You might want to make a conscious effort to let go of your high standards of order and precision today. It's the nature of the day that things are bound to go wrong. You can count on lots of traffic this morning, and tonight you are bound to miss your dinner reservations as well as the beginning of the movie. Don't let any of this taint your otherwise good spirits. Try to relax and go with the flow. There is more to the moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart today than just a chance to embrace the adventurous lunar vibes that will have an impact on at least the early part of the weekend. This first visit since Saturn's retrograde turn here will come with a degree of nostalgia, but it comes just as his friendly aspect to the sun is already helping to restore your confidence. This is something the moon will amplify, and after clashing as a full moon earlier in the week, this not only restores harmony to the heavens but your confidence as you move into the final days of your birthday month. You might be in the final days of your birthday month, but with Venus, the planet of love, in her final days in a nostalgic part of your chart and of a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane, there is still a lot of focus on the past. It is that overlapping of the past, present and future that is helping to establish a new starting point ahead of Venus' return to Gemini next week. Our eyes in the sky. You might become consumed by intense emotions and temper, leading to arguments and frustration. Resisting the urge to engage in drama becomes challenging when you're determined to prove your point, influence others, and achieve success at any cost. The celestial alignment, particularly the grandiose Mars and Leo combination, adds a touch of bravado and diva-like behavior to the day. Venus in Leo forms a minor connection with Jupiter retrograde in Pisces, further amplifying the energy between Mars and the North Node. This heightens the drama as you strive to have your way and compel others to recognize your inherent value. However, remember that you don't need to act out to receive love and appreciation. You are already revered and respected, even if it may not feel that way constantly. In the late morning, the moon enters Capricorn, ending a prolonged void period that began yesterday afternoon. This shift enhances intuitive abilities, activates psychic sensitivities, and allows for focused attention on creative and spiritual practices. Concentrating on mundane tasks becomes difficult, often leading to daydreaming or zoning out. Although this energy may be challenging to navigate, it can be utilized for artistic pursuits, poetry, and inner exploration. Trust that significant progress is being made within the depths of your psyche, even if it may not be apparent externally. In the afternoon, Venus in Leo forms a perplexing inconjunct aspect with Jupiter in Pisces, prompting reflection on our perceived desires. With Leo Venus, we can captivate others with our charm, generosity, and grand gestures. Yet, the quincunx to Jupiter reveals a sense of something missing. Jupiter in Pisces symbolizes a compassionate, selfless lovey-a-euro, a connection that transcends individual boundaries and cannot be easily severed. At this time, we may yearn for a spiritual union that feels unattainable, which can lead to a sense of loneliness. Ultimately, we must acknowledge that love isn't solely about ourselves. Others are not supporting characters in our personal romantic narratives but equal participants in the journey. This transit inspires us to seek connections that surpass our individual needs, challenging our longing for admiration, adoration, and even worship, and redirecting us toward more authentic and fulfilling relationships.